Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are listening from. We hope you're having a wonderful day. I am your host, Dihov, and with me I have the insufferable IQ.
Hi, happy Friday to you too. Hi everybody. I choose to be nice today. Thank you.
Yes, she's a true daughter of Zion.
No, Zanzibar.
I feel like I do this too often. I should stop. I should stop insulting and attacking you at the beginning of every episode.
Oh my God! Wait, the day you do that, you're going to faint because you can't breathe without insulting me. I said what I said. It's my full chest.
Anyway, today is going to be a special day.
Yes. Can I say it? Can I say it?
It's fine.
Can I say it? Let me say it. Okay. Today's a very fun day because, you know, every time I always like serious. And Mr. Ho over here is always bringing big English, big drama, grammar, up and down. So we thought that since it's Friday, had a long week, let's record something fun. Let's just have some fun. And also, since it's October and Halloween is like not too far, so we decided that, we're going to have some fun today. And what are we doing, Hove?
Well, welcome to Spooky Scary Fridays.
Spooky Scary
Friday. So basically what we're going to do is just exchange scary stories that are real life stories, things that happen to us, or maybe even to someone in our lives that we know about. Of course, we don't have to divulge the identity of said persons, but
I don't even think I want to divulge the location of where such things happen.
Such things happen.
It's gonna be very vague at some point.
Some of the stories will be more scary than others. Some may just be interesting. Sit tight and judge us and our scary encounters, for your entertainment.
And feel free to judge us for our stupid decisions back then. Now we have been saved. Now we are adults. Now we know we know that it was wrong. I thought this would be fun. Again, it's a way to kind of get to know us and our personalities. For example, Hope is not always a judgmental, I was going to say the P word. Wow. Judgmental person. And Q, myself, I'm not always a jaye person. That's a lie. I'm always a jaye person. So, do you want to start with your scary story or should I start with mine?
Okay, so mine has to do with the first time that I lost consciousness. So,
due to what?
It wasn't due to any illegal.
Oh, that's boring.
Recreational, nothing, no substance whatsoever. Thank you very much.
Boring.
You will not. They will not say that all you're saying is boring. Say amen.
Amen. Who lies?
So anyway, before I was rudely interrupted. Yes.
If you guys can see us, right? I'm literally just giving him an evil eye. It's like, but please carry on, Hope. The floor is yours.
So back to when I lost consciousness. I'm sure you're probably thinking, lost consciousness? How? What do you mean? What did you eat? What did you take? Or what happened? But okay, so I was at home. I wasn't even out, which is not uncommon because I'm basically a couch potato. Well, so I had eaten. It had to do something I ate. So at night I was, asleep at like 3 a.m. But suddenly I woke up and I felt the need to go and relieve myself. And as I was doing that, I felt very dizzy. You know, this kind of feeling you feel when you feel like you're going to throw up. And this kind of queasy feeling inside.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden your mouth feels like there's a rush of like salt. I don't know, a salty taste in your mouth, like suddenly. I don't know if that's how it happens.
Well, I'm a very visual person, and you said, and I quote, I woke up to relieve myself, and all of a sudden you're having salty taste. Very suspect, but carry on.
I have no idea where you just went with that, and I don't want to know.
You know.
You know.
You know.
I don't know.
You know. Salty taste, reveal yourself.
I will never know.
Guys.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Guys, can you tell this grown adult that needs to clarify?
Moving on.
All right, salty taste.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
They will not call you names on your. They will not call you names. They will not call you names on your wedding day.
Is this your wedding day? Relax. Was the episode of tangy lemony taste as well?
Get out. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Come on now.
Moving on.
It's Friday. Say the truth.
Moving on. See, yeah,
you say you're going to relieve. You say relieve yourself. So let's clarify. What were you doing?
Just because you have low IQ does not mean that our listeners can't, use contextual clues to put two and two together.
Okay, guys, I've tried my best. That's what I have to say. I tried. Anyway, carry on.
So I felt like throwing up, and my stomach was really, really upset. So I went to go over to ask my mom if she has medicine that I can use. Usually I have mine, but I didn't have the particular one that I felt that I needed, Imodium. This is not medical advice. Don't ask me for any of this. So anyway, so I went.
Shouldn't have said the name. They can't look for it now.
And as I was about to get it, I was standing at my mother's door waiting for her. And the next thing I knew, I was being held up. I was on the ground, or being held up by a help and my mom. So from the moment I was standing at the door up until I hit the floor, I was basically being, kind of shaken and, shaking, and my mom were trying to get my attention.
Mm-hmm.
I had up to today, I have no recollection of how that happened.
Wow.
Or what happened. Like, I just blacked out. It's such a strange feeling, to be honest, for you to not be able to account for certain periods in your life when, you were actually conscious, let's say. So I was on the floor. And the strange thing about this story is I have a suspicion that dying doesn't actually hurt. It sounds kind of strange.
That got dark. That got dark real quickly. How are we talking about dying?
This is
a fun episode.
This is spooky, scary Friday. So
right. Okay.
So, and it's so weird because the day before this happened, I had watched a video online where a lady was in an accident and she flew out of her windshield as a result of the collision. And her recount of how she felt as that was happening was she felt so at peace and so light, kind of like a feather that was just ready to float away. And I remember feeling that same way a couple of moments after it felt like I would have hit the ground. I felt so at ease. I felt so light. I felt like I was just like floating away, like recollecting how I felt then. That's the best way I can describe it. I felt like I was floating away as I was on the ground, very easy, kind of like lying down on clouds on a really comfy bed. And I was just like, you know what? Let me just kind of relax, for a bit. I mean, this isn't so bad. Like, this is really cool. Up until, I felt the violent shaking of my mom. David, kill it. I want me. For those who don't understand about it was my child, David.
He said baby. He didn't say he was saying baby. So your mom calls you baby.
He said David. Oh my god. This is misrepresentation and it is slander. And I will press charges.
Okay.
So she was trying to get me, trying to like shake me back to consciousness essentially. And I kind of like came back to my senses. And it was very strange.
Nice.
It was a very strange feeling. I just thankful that I'm thankful that nothing happened, like nothing more serious than that happened. But that was the first time where, in my entire life where I actually just lost consciousness and I could not recount for, this PM, this AM to this AM. Like I have no idea what was happening. And it's not like I made a conscious decision to fall asleep. So yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Wow. That's dark. That went dark real quick. This was like sober reflection now. What?
Sober reflection.
What would you say when your last breath leaves your body? I don't know.
And it's so strange, to actually touch on that because, you hear a lot about, when something scary is about to happen, or maybe like a near-death experience, like your whole life flashes before your eyes. I mean, I'm not saying like for certain that this was a near-death experience. I'm not saying that.
Oh, yeah, close to a near-death.
But maybe, but I did not know there was no flashing, no.
The reason why he didn't get any flashbacks is because hope is perfect, no regrets. So life doesn't flash by because he's content and complete. That's why he was floating on clouds, the perfect one. The all perfect one.
Thunder will not strike me. It's a lie. I'm not perfect, bro. I'm not a please.
Why are we laughing about this? Like, are we actually human beings? I'm supposed to be like, oh my god, wow, I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you're back. And I'm just here like,
you know what? Do you know why? Let me actually answer that question.
Oh god, here it goes. You're trying to explain to me. You're trying to explain to me like you know me more than myself. Well, go on. Since you know me more than myself.
No. I'm not. No, this is not some psychoanalytic, answer. It's more of like, okay, like why we're laughing about something like this, which is, has to do a lot with what humor actually is.
Right.
I think in this day and age where people are maybe a little bit too sensitive to things that people say, it's important to actually know what humor can be, what it is, what it can be used for.
Yeah.
And essentially, okay, so humor, by my best estimate, is an attempt to make really dark things that are parts of life that seem insurmountable, that seem, bigger than life, larger than life, things that people can never overcome, or, things that people should never have to go through. I think humor is an attempt to make, those things that look so daunting look less so, by trying to create a scenario in which we can laugh about those kinds of things. I think that's really what humor is. So something that, is so, everyone walking around on eggshells and then making it less like that to the point where maybe we can actually laugh about, stuff like that. I think that's really what humor is. And, to kind of give you a practical example, like for myself, and I'm sure to some people who are also listening, you probably recall times in your life in the past, like we just did now with my story, where at the time it seemed like, oh my God, how can this be happening? Or something embarrassing happened. I just wish the ground would just open up and swallow you whole, or you just become invisible. Some sort of stressor in our past, happened. But, afterwards, we look back, maybe even with our friends, and we're just like, hey, do you remember that time when so and so happened? And then you guys are just like, man, like, wow. And then you guys laugh about it. It becomes less tense. And I think that has to do with what the true meaning with humor. So, yeah. I think that's what humor really is.
Talking about humor, my story is not that scary, but it's hilarious. It's funny to me. It might not be funny to you. I have a weird sense of humor, but it's hilarious to me. So this was back. May I start? Are you ready?
Please go on.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
So this was when I was in uni. Well, not uni actually. I was out of uni, but still young, wild, and free, like they always say. So me and my girls went on a holiday outside of where I am, UK, and then okay. So anytime you go on holiday, what girls do is, now I'm not going to expose girls, but what some people do is they try new things. They go wild. They act out of character. Let's put it that way. So,
oh my God.
What's oh my God?
I'm listening. I'm bracing myself.
It's not that bad. It's not horrible. Okay, so So one thing I love doing when I'm traveled, when I'm on holidays, have shisha, occasional Jeffries and stuff like that. Just little spices to your holiday experience. So no one wanted me, so I sat down. We sat down in a hookah, having chilling, getting happy. I had my what was I drinking? I drank was either vodka and Coke or rum. I think it was rum and Coke, something like that. I was just drinking rum and Coke. And the problem is, when your holidays, like the percentage of alcohol is more like the concentration of alcohol is more when you're on holiday than you are when you're back, which is so weird. So here was I, drinking, having fun, girls' time, ha ha ha, iggy haga haga, and then I just went with my shisha. As soon as I let that smoke out, my good God, I've never experienced, that was like the first time I experienced lightheadedness, and I was like, guys, my head feels like it's heavy. When you're carrying a newborn baby and you have to support his head, that's how I felt. Like I can't support, my neck could not support my head. And I was like, shit, I think I'm very, very much fucked up. So what are we going to do now? Because the girls were really having fun. I didn't want to spoil their fun, so I had to act like everything was okay. But deep down, deep down, I was dying inside. And I was like, and I remember that, there's...
You're like that student. You're like that student that... Sorry, I'm so sorry. You're like that student that is in class where they will explain quadratic equation. Do you understand? You don't understand anything. Yeah.
Exactly. And during that time, during that process, during that experience of wildness, I started to remember that, I have a Baba God upstairs. So I was like, dear Lord, as you see me so, I feel like I'm going to be at your presence very soon, at your gate. So please, Accept me while I knock on your door today. So it was a crazy experience, right? That I just didn't know what to do because again, it was my first time mixing alcohol and drinking alcohol and then smoking shisha at the same time. Don't do it, kids. It's not advisable. And then and at that time I had a guy that like, let's say like a side piece, back in the day, you always have your side piece. So and then he was
women will disappoint you.
What do you mean? I was not in a I was a single.
Women will disappoint you.
What do you mean disappoint you? What have I said now that I've disappointed you?
No, but brothers, you understand what I'm saying?
Which brothers?
Understand what I'm saying?
Who are they?
Don't worry, they are listening now.
They should listen because then I was single and free, so I was not held down by anybody. Nobody was free. Nobody was. Nobody was. Wait. Nobody was. Can you let me talk? You this human being. Nobody was claiming me, and I was not claiming anybody. So then I was free, like free, like the bird. Shout out to Two-Face. But yeah, I was free. So yeah, but it was quite an experience.
Wait. Don't offend other people that are in a relationship. I want to clarify. Are you insinuating that people that are in a relationship they are not free?
No, then okay.
What do you mean by that?
Since we are there.
What do you mean by that?
Since we are there. Let me put a disclaimer first. This disclaimer is not it's not the view of Outside Our Podcast or the host thereof. No, wait. Freedom. Freedom is relative. Let me be like Hove and be very political about it.
No.
It depends on what you define as freedom.
I don't talk like that. Continue, please. Thank you.
Anyway, but yeah, I was high, and then I have so many high experiences as I've experimented with a few things, not the hardcore stuff, but the stuff that are legal in other countries and not illegal in other countries. So yeah, so many experiences. But that was my first ever experience with like a shisha and alcohol. Guys, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's really not. Yeah.
And you almost died.
Yeah, I have other things as well. Like I would say my first drunk experience was hilarious, bro. Do you want to hear it? See, I don't have scary experience, more of like just fun.
And this is so strange. This is strange for me because another disclaimer: I don't drink and I don't smoke anything.
Oh, either. Perfect one.
And geez, hey, they will not mock you on your birthday. Say amen.
What's all this say amen? Say come straight with your chest.
I'm praying for you now.
Okay, I get it. This is it. Guys, I get it. See, I get it. I got you. Let me explain. Each time Hope does not have any comeback, he will give you prayers. That's all he can do because he doesn't know what to say again. Oh, that's how you do. I get it.
That is the way forward. God said we should pray for. Well, you're not my enemy.
I don't mind at this point. We need to be enemies.
God said we should pray for everybody.
We need to be enemies so that I can stop.
God said we should pray for everybody.
No, being enemies. I like that. Where's the application, please? I would love to be your enemy.
Wow.
How about that?
Anyway, I'm going to share my other story. Now, this isn't actually it's my story. It's not really my story.
Hope is trying to figure out whether he wants to tell you his whole seasons or not. Come on, Hope, you can tell us. Okay, take the secret.
What? Oh my God.
Once upon a time, he was a hoe.
So, I don't know.
All the girls in uni knew his name.
Excuse me.
What?
Young man. This lady is talking to you. I don't know. Are you?
Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
No, I'm trying to help you get the
attention. It's me and you here, dude. And you know I'm talking about you. You know I'm talking about you. You know I'm talking about you, dude.
Anyway, so this happened when I was driving. I was driving.
Sorry.
And so what happened was I had dropped off a friend at Amole, Lagos. And I had never really been there before. So I was essentially going to have to make my way back home with Google Maps. Now, the problem was my phone battery was...
No, that's the problem. That's the problem. How are you using Google Maps in Nigeria? Does it work?
I didn't. Hey, this is beyond insult. So you are calling third world country resident.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So you see, do you see why I always have to be forced to pray for people in this world?
Dear listeners, please.
I'm about to pray for you.
Now what happens?
I want to pray for a strong prayer. Strong prayer.
What happened? The problem, I said before I even finish the story, the problem is you carry yourself and say you want to use Google Map in Niger. You're not all right. My dear friend.
Wow.
Oh, wow, all right.
Anyway, so the problem was my battery was low.
And you're using Google Maps.
I said, okay. So this particular friend that I had dropped off knew the area relatively well, at least better than me, and had given me directions on how I would, be able to get back home, which was kind of far because Omole is around Ikeja and I lived around Yaba.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a fair bit of distance. So my friend gave me the instructions, directions, all of that. And I said, okay, yeah, I get it. It wasn't too difficult, to be honest, as this my friend was describing, the route I would take.
So why did you use Google?
So listen now. So
Sorry.
As I got into my car, started driving. Unfortunately, there was traffic. So the little battery I had left finished. My phone was off. I now had to rely. I now had to. This is not even this is not the away part. That one is still coming. Don't worry. I now had to rely on the directions my friend had given me about 20 minutes ago. 25 minutes ago.
Tell me you wrote it. You didn't write it down, did you?
This traffic. I didn't write anything down.
Oh dear Lord.
This traffic I was there for about 30 minutes on one street. So it got dark pretty fast because it was in the evening. So it was now dark. And as I was moving along towards a part where the traffic was moving a little bit more freely. I now made a turning as per the directions that my friend had given me. And as I made this turning, please ask me what I saw.
What did you saw?
I saw a billboard with my headlights. Imagine this is pitch black because it's like express. The only thing that was shining on this billboard was goodbye to Ogun State. Mind you, I was not familiar with this terrain. So as I saw that goodbye to Ogun State,
so you basically enter Ogun State.
Wait. So I'm not in Lagos. Hey God! When I saw that was when I said, hey, wait. So I'm not in Lagos. I was like, Mugbe, like, hey.
So how did you see? I'm fascinated with stories like that, because I'm like, so how did you come out of that? So how were you able to leave, find your way, charge your phone?
So this is what happened. So my phone was dead, right? Mm-hmm. And I saw that billboard that said goodbye to Ogun State. So I was not like, okay, wait, is it goodbye to Ogun State, welcome to Lagos State, or goodbye to Ogun State? Because I had been on the road for a while, mm-hmm. mind you, right? And it was dark. So I couldn't really see, and this was not a place that I was familiar with. So I didn't have any landmarks to kind of direct me, or give me a sense of direction. Mm-hmm. So I was not like so afraid. Is it goodbye to Ogun State, welcome to Lagos, or goodbye to Ogun State, welcome to Osun State?
Abby.
which the latter would be like, I'm going even farther away from my house.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, don't panic. First and foremost, let us just keep going down this road, because there were a lot of cars also on this express, and there was still quite a bit of traffic. Mm-hmm. So as I kept going, and because of this traffic was so heavy, time had gone again. Another like 1 hour had gone. I didn't know where I was. My phone was dead. Guess what now happened? I now saw one annoying light doing right on my dashboard. And of course, I mean, this would not be a fantastic, spooky, scary Friday story if I didn't tell you that my petrol light was now on, saying I was about to run out of petrol.
Wow.
I didn't know where I was.
It is well.
It was dark, and I didn't have a phone.
Oh my God.
So at that point, I have to confess. I'm going to confess. And I don't care how you view me after this, but I started to shout in my car. I was shouting.
Sorry.
As I was shouting, I was hitting like my steering wheel with both hands. I was shouting, Jesus!
So Jesus will give you petrol.
As if I was under spiritual attack.
Oh dear Lord. When the Brazil movies.
Oh my God. I was like, hey, wait, is it hey David? Oh my day. Like, I was like, okay. So what am I just doing now? So I kept moving, I kept driving until it got to one point where I just saw one like big gates on the side of the road. Looking back, I think it was probably a compound of a factory. So I parked right in front of the gates, right, and came out of the car to kind of like not walk too far, because if I walk too far, somebody can just enter inside the car and say they are not the new owner. I mean, I don't feel like giving out a gift yet. So anyway, just to kind of like, from the standpoint, kind of like see, okay, can I find any, landmarks or anything like that I can recognize? Yeah. I didn't find any. So at this point, I was like, I have no idea what to do. I kept looking at my phone, staring at it as if by some miraculous, act, by staring at it, the thing will come on, and I'll just, call someone to give, or someone to give me directions or Google Maps or anything like that. But obviously, nothing. The phone was dead and truly dead. And that's how one man just came out from the...
You said naturally dead. That's hilarious. So what's fake? I'd be forcefully dead. What does that mean? Sorry, Kaya. That was not funny. I apologize. So, go on. I'm laughing at your pain right now. It's hilarious, but yeah.
I know. I'm very sure you're not the only one that is, which is fine. So anyway, one man comes out from the gates, and because my headlights are on, I'm sure that's what got his attention. So he comes and I ask him, I'm not a rude person. No. And I believe
my parents
raised me very well.
Well, the people did not collect raising.
In the way that, I should behave and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But with all that training and everything, and being respectful to other people, I have never spoken to anybody in my entire life with as much respect as I speak to this man. Never, ever, ever. I say, good evening. If you hear the words, good evening, sir. Please, sir, I'm going to Lagos.
Say he's going to Lagos.
I'm going to Lagos, please, sir, please. The guy laughed, but he tried to control his laughter because he didn't want me to feel too bad. Because he could tell that I was kind of stranded and lost. So he was like, oh, just keep going the way that you're going. That all these cars are eventually going to wind up, in Lagos. So I was like, thank you.
So was your petrol enough?
My car. Wait, now I could go back into my car, kept driving down on that road, and then I looked into my wallet. I had like 1,000 naira left. So I was like, okay, I have to buy.
With those outside of Nigeria, that's like 50p or less. I'm joking. Just
the people that look down on you, God will fight for you. Say amen.
Amen. I don't understand these prayers you're giving.
So anyway, I had 1,000 naira. I was like, okay, I hope I can find a petrol station. And lo and behold, I found one. As I was buying petrol, I spoke to the attendant. Okay, please, can you give me some directions? He gave me directions that weren't very good. And I followed it to the best of my ability. And as I did that, on this billboard, I saw another one. Badagry.
Oh, dear Lord.
Like this guy. So, am I not going to Badagry? Am I going to Badagry now?
It's like you are going to... It's like you are going to Badagry, guy. You are going to Badagry.
I don't want to go to Badagry. Oh my God. I now found another filling station where this guy gave me directions that were a little bit better. So as I was doing that, I think I took one wrong turn again or something like that. I now found a cab. Mm-hmm. So I now went to the cab. And mind you, as I was driving here, I stopped on the road, like in the middle of traffic.
Oh dear.
I didn't care that there are people behind you. I did not care. And there was no room for any of them to have passed.
This is why you are the problem of Nigeria. See, guys, that day when there was traffic, the person that was causing it, this person right here, the culprit, that did not care whether you had to go home to your precious wife and children or husband and children.
This is an extreme case. This is an extreme case.
It's the one that is causing traffic in Lagos.
Anyway, so I got down. I went to this cab guy and I asked him. I told him where I was going exactly, and I said, "Okay, I'll drive behind you." He told me how much it would cost. I said, "No problem. Even if you ask for 1 million, I'll give you now."
I guess so, guys, he lost the driver while driving on the road. He just lost the driver. I couldn't find the driver again. So we're back to square one.
That's not what happened.
Imagine if you did, that would be hilarious. It's like, sorry, carry on.
That would be terrible. So I kept following this guy, kept going, and then we finally, like about 40 minutes later, got to a point where I could now recognize landmarks and I knew where I was, and then I knew how to get home. So at this point, devil is a bad devil. At this point, as I was driving, so I had a little bit of petrol now, and my car obviously could move a lot faster than this cab guy's car. It was a yellow cab. Mm-hmm. So one voice was just like, oh more, say you know that if you press your accelerator small like this guy will not see you again. And you don't need the guy anymore because you can't. But I, relax, keep calm. I didn't do that. We stopped by at an ATM and I gave him money that I owed him for his services. And I thanked him because really what he did was help me. So I go back home at around 11, 12. Yeah, and that's essentially how I go home. But prior to that, I was lost. I didn't recognize anywhere. I was low on petrol and my phone was dead. And I saw goodbye to Ogun State. That's the thing that burst my head throughout this whole thing. So yeah, that happened to me.
Was blind, but now I see. I was lost, but now I'm found. Was
I'm going to have to cut. We're going to have to cut. We're going to have to cut all.
Once I cut it, you're cutting
all this out. You cannot subject human ears to this sort of.
I was trying to give the sad violin, but the violin did not work. So I thought, let me just give you nice
violin.
Let me give you a nice background song of the most beautiful song in the world of hope.
You cannot imitate
Amazing Grace.
You cannot imitate human vocal. You want to imitate violin.
I can try.
You're a dreamer.
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you? They told me I can be whatever I want to be, and I said today I want to be a violin. The fuck? How dare you tell me what I can't be? Stop it.
Yay, feminism.
Stop. Oh my god. I'm not there. Oh. It is well. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening. We're going to stick quiet. I'm joking. One last thing before we go. So because it's Halloween, I thought we could do this. I think it's a good idea. I'll say mixture of Hollywood and Nollywood. What is your best scary or / horror movie you've ever watched? Let's take I'll pick one from a childhood and then one that's recent. So should I go first? Why you think? Huh? Well, you don't watch horror movies?
I don't think I have any. I mean, okay, it's categorized as horror, but looking back on it, it wasn't that horrific. But I did enjoy it. Van Helsing, the movie with Hugh Jackman playing Van Helsing. I enjoyed that.
Oh,
you can check it out. It's actually quite interesting.
Well, I'm a local breed, and growing up, the scary movies for me were the Messiah movies, hands down. So, in the spirit of scary movies and movies, I would say when I was young, growing up, the most scariest movie for me was oh gosh, I don't know the title of the name, but I know it's Ayamatanga. Ayamatanga. Oh my goodness! And then the background harmony of Messiah movies scares me the hell out. Like they're scary. Especially when they did this. You know them old ones where they now do like the devil. Oh my god. When he wears overall black and then they now use chalk on his face. I'm like, wait. That is giving nightmares.
That is more scary than any CGI that they can use in any Western movie or any American movie.
Till today, I cannot sit and say I want to watch old school Kini. I want to watch it by myself in the dark. Am I all right? You know how scary. It's so scary. So I'll say that's one. And then the other ones I started watching. I love The Nun. The Nun is a good scary movie. I don't know the actors or actresses. I'm not well versed in my movie stuff like Hove, but I know that the title of the movie is The Nun. It's I think it was quite interesting for me. But yeah, that's mine. So yeah, that's it really. Thank you, Hope, for expressing your. I will not say that word. That's rude.
Huh.
Low IQ, that's rude. Stop it. Sorry. But thank you so much for sharing your story. It was really nice. We appreciate it. Everyone clap for Hope. Like he really it takes a lot, to share such stories, such near-death experiences, and also near lost experiences. Thank you, everybody. And so guys, don't forget to follow us on our social media website, be at upside_down podcast on Instagram and at upside on Twitter. So upside is at UP then SYDE. So upside on Twitter. Feel free, let us know your favorites or scary moments. Yes. And also tell us about your favorite horror movie. This is the spirit of Halloween. Yeah. If you don't celebrate Halloween, sorry. But if you do,
just
happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Yay! Go demons!
Yeah.
It's not Halloween. I just celebrating demons. I'm joking.
Blood of Jesus.
I'm joking. Come on, take a joke. Anyway, bye guys. Thank you guys. Enjoy your week. And we're out.